welcome to our first unboxing at the Hero Complex. I am Michael Hera.
I'm Jonathan.
And we are super excited today to be unboxing something that I've been waiting for a long time for.
Yeah, like pre-ordered a year and a couple months ago. So,
the Marvel Legends new retro classic Sentinel. We're gonna kind of just shoot by the hip today. We got it in last night. We're like, we want to share it. We're huge fans, so there's not really a script. We're just gonna have fun, unbox it, and talk about all the stuff that we love about it. So let's dig in.
let's go. This is mildly bittersweet because I pre-ordered mine. I pre-ordered 3 of them, like I said, about a year and a couple months ago. And I've been anxiously awaiting it, potentially selling other Sentinels. Excited for this one. And I got a notification 3 days ago saying that Hasbro canceled my orders for no reason.
Yeah,
But Michael got his.
I got mine, and I was excited to get mine, but I also didn't want to say anything because I was like, this is gonna hurt his feelings. Okay, ready? Okay, so there it is. Okay, so like I love Sentinels so much. I feel like the X-Men are at their best when they're fighting Sentinels. And the other Sentinels we got, which we have right over here, we'll compare them in just a minute. They're cool, but we never got like a classic, perfect, amazing Sentinel. And I feel like this is it.
And this was made at a price point that, like I said, I ordered 3. Army building was possible. With the
Yep.
HasLab, it wasn't quite, and the HasLab's pretty big. We'll compare them.
We are not collectors that keep things in box. We need to release them to the wild. So, but that's cool. Like I can't wait to see this next to some figures. So,
Alrighty.
looks like it has 2 heads in there too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
just battle damaged and regular.
Okay, yeah. All right. So
He's beefier than I thought he would be. That's nice.
awesome. Does this pop off here? Okay. Cool. All right. So what we got here? We got some different stuff that can go into his hands, some fire and stuff, and oh look, his head's kind of smaller than I thought it was.
Plates.
Yeah, that's cool.
So yeah,
Okay.
we've got
can pull
blast
this out.
effects, so shooting blasts out of his hands. You've got the other
These might
like,
go in his
actual
feet.
shots.
I think does this
I
go in
think
his feet
I think
maybe?
they're interchangeable.
Yeah.
We can try that out.
And this looks like the top of
A cracked head.
his head. Yeah.
So it
cracked
looks like
head.
they're not full heads. They're face plates and replacement pieces for
That's
the
cool.
the main figure.
All right, let me pop this guy out of there.
Oh boy.
He's actually not very stiff. He's kind of like a little bit of a looser figure.
Oh, he's got split joints though.
Okay, cool. Oh man, dude, this is so cool.
Yeah, Hasbro better send me mine because I want that.
Oh man, I've got a little bit of a ding right here on his chest. Oh, it's rubbing off. Okay, cool. There we go. Oh man, that is awesome. How
Very
big
cool.
it is. And he's got full. I guess we can go over some articulation things. I mean, the hands are completely. You got
Ball hinge.
full
Yep.
full motion here on all of the fingers. The fingers look like they're tight though. That's pretty cool.
Ball hinge. If you remember the Giant Man though, Giant Man's fingers were very gummy, and you're almost afraid
Yeah.
that they were going to break. These actually feel like nice, strong, hard plastic. They're not gummy or bending or twisting or getting stuck.
Yeah.
They actually just right out the box are moving nice and.
Well, and that'll be good too because the main thing with the Sentinels, you're going to want them to be able to hold an action figure, right? To hold them up. So it was important that they made those correctly.
So we want to do an articulation rundown?
Sure. Yeah,
All right,
let's
here we
go for it.
So like we said, all of the fingers have ball hinge joints at each of the knuckles as well all the way up through it. Thumb has a swivel so you can move it across the hand and
Yeah.
do that nice strong fist. As
And
well
that'll
as it's
also
got
be able
the
to give
two-
them like that sort of
Yep.
position with their
Yeah,
hands.
so you can kind of splay it
Yeah.
out like it's shooting something. Very good. Then we have a ball hinge again at the wrist.
So I noticed this, like it looks like this doesn't have a pivot point here.
No.
And I kind of
But-
feel like that's it's a little bit of a miss because it would have been cool if this could pop off here like a normal Legends.
Oh, yeah.
And you could put
Like
like,
the
a
old
cut off.
figure?
Yeah.
Like where
cut
it
off.
shot the hand off?
Exactly. That,
Yeah.
yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Yep.
But still cool. But
Yeah, so
that's
double
another thing.
joint, elbow, shoulder, standard Marvel Legend shoulder. There is not any shoulders.
the wing
what's that
joint?
called? Yeah, like bicep. bicep swivel. That's bicep swivel.
Yeah.
That's a whatever. You know what I'm talking about. And then you've got a ball joint.
Ooh, that's nice.
In
And that's
the
kind of like,
waist.
this is like a soft plastic
The
right in
head
here. That's cool.
Is removable with a ball, double ball, so ball at the bottom of the neck and at the top of the
Now,
neck.
does this one have lights in its eyes like the other one did?
I don't believe so.
Here, pop the head off there, the cap. So
And then this pops. So no, it does not. It doesn't have any sort of translucency for
yeah, which I'm
lighting
okay
or
with that.
anything.
I mean, it doesn't have to have that, but
Yeah.
it kind of seems like they did that with the other one. So
Yeah, it could have easily had a light right there with
Yeah.
the LED.
man, I love the paint on this. Like, even has like the two tones here. Like, that is so cool.
Yeah, the decision to go with a matte finish versus a gloss was cool, but you do kind of have gloss on certain parts of the purples.
Yeah. So we got
Head back on.
arms, neck, and then the legs here, right? We
Ball
got the
hinge and then
ball
swivel at the
hinge,
side.
swivel,
double
double
joints.
joints, and then the ankles.
And
to let
this,
you.
this does have a
Oh, good. Yeah. That
swivel
one does
there
have a
as well.
swivel there too. Sweet. Yeah, my thing with that is like, it would be neat since we do a lot of 3D printing. We could have made like a broken off, cut off hand that could pop in there. Theoretically, depending upon how these joints work, you could do the same thing with the Sentinel's lower part of his foot.
Yeah, the
Leg.
hand does not remove easily, so it's in there. I was just gonna see if you could pop
Yeah.
it, because this is a separate piece of plastic. These are not painted. Actually, there's not a whole lot of paint going on this. The only paint you really see is in this belt area, which I think did we pull this piece out? Because I think, isn't there a separate,
I don't think I saw an extra.
it's in one of those, because that was an accessory for it. Should be somewhere.
Maybe,
But
oh, here,
there should be a
maybe,
separate-
yeah,
there it
it's
is.
right in here. Okay, so,
But yeah, paint inside there, paint right through here, and a little bit of paint on the faceplate. Other than that, it's pretty much
Oh, cool.
molded. It's molded in all
Yeah.
of its colors, so that's nice. It gives you those good clean finishes, but there is some inconsistency as far as sheen goes, whether it be in the glove or on the chest itself, slightly different plastics, but
dude, just
nothing
look at-
super noticeable
look at that. Oh,
to the
goodness.
eye. Might be more noticeable on camera, I don't know.
That is so cool. You're getting over there, like, some close-ups. That is so
Oh, we didn't
neat.
go over the ankle. What's going on in
Yeah,
there?
it just
Oh,
has
so
like
it's
a ball,
standard ball,
like a ball down
hinge.
there.
So really, he's articulated like a modern legend, standard modern legend. The only
Right
thing
outside
that's
of
missing
that-
is the butterfly joints in the shoulder.
Butterfly,
That's what they're
that's
called.
it, that's it,
Butterfly
yeah.
joints in the shoulder.
Okay, so here you have the other parts we were talking about. So it looks like for his centerpiece there is a standard, maybe this is more of a traditional circle part that would go on his chest. I would guess maybe that's shown up, yeah. And then we
That's the one
have,
they've got in the image there. Yep.
and then we have a more of like a torn up one. Well, that one's pretty sweet.
That's
Okay.
kind of a, I don't know how you easily get that out.
Is there?
I
There's
don't-
not a button on the back, maybe? No.
So I would want a soft thing. I was,
Yeah, you gotta like wedge something. Definitely not a knife.
nope.
Okay, well, we can do that later. Let's look at, let's pop this other head on
See,
here.
you've got the broken
This
one
other
there.
faceplate, so we can, guess you take the top off, right?
Oh,
And,
hey, no, I'm being dumb. That's the under part. You don't pop that off. That's what goes there.
Oh, okay, okay, so that is not even how it's supposed to look. Yeah, that makes way more sense. Sorry, that's kind of a big miss.
Yeah,
Like,
that could
yeah.
have been scary. I
That-
almost wedged a knife into it and
Wow,
destroyed
okay,
it.
well, that's much cooler. Thank you for not destroying that. All right, so let's take this head off. That comes off looks like it should be pretty easy. Okay, and now we've got battle damage face. Cool, and battle damage cranium.
And each of, it looks
Wow.
like the head pieces have kind of a, like a marking so that you can click the front to the front correctly. I don't
Yeah.
think you can put it on
We
backwards.
have this here. Yeah, I definitely do think that this is for his feet, I would guess. Yeah, this looks like that
So I
goes
think you would put
right
your,
in
you'd
there.
put your blast in there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and then this
then-
looks like this.
Well, I think you would use this
You
also.
push that. So there's a lot
for
of
the
different
hand,
options.
So you can do it both ways.
Okay, now let's try something because we talked about this earlier. Somebody else said that we can use the old tentacle from the original Sentinel. Let's pull that over here and see if that works. You got him? I just don't want him to fall. Okay, so yeah, here is the tentacle from the, what is it, 30-inch Sentinel the first Marvel Legends Sentinel that they did. And we were thinking, like, it's kind of a bummer that they didn't give him a tentacle. And I was like, I told him weeks ago, I said, if they don't make this old tentacle to fit into this Sentinel, they've completely missed it. So here we go. Dude.
Does it stick?
There it is. Yeah,
Cool.
I mean, it sticks right in there. There you go.
And you can hear all
You've got
those
it.
ratcheting joints too, so
Yeah,
you're
it
not
feels-
concerned about, and they're not like super far away from each other. Like I feel
Yeah.
like you can still get pretty finessed, because sometimes when you have those ratcheting joints, especially on big things, you pop and all of a sudden his leg is.
I mean, I guess it could be a
Way
little bit
too far.
tighter. Like it's definitely made to slide. Like it'll totally work. It's
Very
not super rigid. Yeah, and you know, he felt like he was flimsy at first, but those click joints really
Hold him in
kind of,
place.
yeah, they protect against him falling apart. So,
Yeah.
all right.
Cool.
So I want to see a figure.
Comparisons?
I want to see a figure in his hand.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
I
let's do
am
that.
so ready to see it. All right, so this is ready. Cyclops. Okay, there he is. So my rule of thumb of like a Sentinel should be about the height, the boot cut here is almost like where his head should be. That's kind of, I feel like in the cartoons and the comic books, a lot of times that's where they line up. And so this looks, honestly, this looks perfect. I mean, don't you think? Like,
Yeah,
that's, that's excellent.
So assuming Hasbro does ship mine, I think now that I have it in hand, I probably will be happy just to sell away the old HasLab, which honestly I think a lot of people are going to do. So he's probably going to reduce in price pretty significantly.
Okay.
He's in that 500 or so category. I don't see him holding.
Oh,
there
look at like
with this
that.
one now.
The way that those fingers just go in and grab him, like it's so easy. That looks awesome. Oh, that's so cool. Seriously, I've waited for this toy, like a real Sentinel, like this for so long.
Well, and that was the thing. The HasLab is a ridiculously cool looking Sentinel, but it's definitely based off of more of the modern, probably
Yeah.
last 20 or so years of comics.
It was never a classic Sentinel.
Yeah, so this is that more
Yeah.
80s Claremont, all even
I mean,
into
this is-
Astonishing
yeah.
look more like this.
Yeah. This is the way the
97,
Sentinel was.
obviously.
This was the way the Sentinel was really made to look, which works too because it's almost like they planned it out ahead of time because they did give a master mold head to that other Sentinel. So for me, I'm definitely not gonna sell my other Sentinel, and I'm gonna let that one be firmly that is master mold from here on out.
But that is because you also don't primarily collect 6-inch action
because this is
So-
where it's at. I know I just like I'm okay with having a larger Sentinel too. Like look at how huge that thing is with a 1/18 scale figure, which Hasbro definitely needs to get back into the 3.75 line and revisit Marvel. Like it would be so cool. Epic Heroes is for kids. Like we want some detailed figures. But yeah,
or
this
give the
is
license over to
Haya,
like
Joy Toy.
Haya or
Yeah,
Joy Toy.
somebody.
I mean, they did that with G.I. Joe, which is Hasbro. So,
Yeah.
I mean, not
That's
that
so
that's
cool.
Disney, but
All right, well, we'll do some comparisons.
yeah, let's get him
So-
in his standard upright position, and we'll do some comparisons with some other
Yeah, so
Sentinels
like I said,
from the past.
I am a huge Sentinel fan, so I have like every Sentinel that has come out previously. So now we'll get to see them here next to each other, okay?
Do we want to go oldest or
We can do
smallest?
oldest.
How do we want to do it? Let's do oldest.
All right, oldest. Okay, so first one. I'll
Oh,
pop
here,
him
let's
up
get
here.
his normal face in
Okay.
here. Get him in a nice. Yeah, I definitely want this to come. I tend to only get the classic stuff and the more of the Silver Age everything. So I really think this is super cool. Buying it for myself.
Okay, ready? Okay, so here it is with the original Toy Biz Sentinel,
Yeah.
which at the time, I remember when this toy came out, this was an epiphany, amazing moment. Because the only thing we had before this, which I don't have anymore, is the old, I don't know.
Toy Biz.
Was it Toy Biz
Yeah.
too? The other Sentinel where the feet popped out and the chest
The
popped
actual
out.
97 or
Yeah,
96,
yeah,
I
that
guess
came
it would
in.
be.
And that at the time was amazing, but we always wanted to have high articulation that could match the Marvel Legends. And when this guy came out, oh, it was so cool.
And it was not easy to find. This
Yeah.
this
It was a Build-A-Figure.
unlike the other ones, span across 2 waves though, because
Yeah.
he was broken up into a lot more pieces
Yeah.
than the others were. I'm pretty sure. Or no, maybe that was Giant Man.
He
That was
came
Giant
with
Man.
Bishop. I remember, and maybe Angel too. I think that was.
I
When
think
he
it
came
was
in.
Giant Man that spanned
Well,
across 2 waves, but they did
Yeah.
come back and do a variant on the Sentinel as well. With
Yeah.
Slightly different paint.
Super cool. So there's that Sentinel. Slide him out of the side. for
Do you
a
have one
minute.
of his tentacles?
I do, and actually, let's pull this
Okay.
one out here first
Okay.
because I modded this Sentinel because this Sentinel never had tentacles with it, and so I made it so that he could put that Sentinel's tentacle in there. And oh man,
Nice and tight.
it's tight. I'm gonna leave that. I don't want to break it. But that's the tentacle that goes with this Sentinel. There. So this
that
is
was
the
height that we had always had. It was that, I
Yeah.
think, around 16, 17 inches where we had gotten used to. That was the biggest a figure seemingly could ever get until we got to Hasbro.
Was Galactus before this one?
Galactus was after him, I think.
Okay.
Or it was.
Okay.
I don't remember.
This
if
was
Galactus-
an SDCC.
Oh, you're
exclusive.
talking. So
Yeah.
Toy Biz did Galactus, Hasbro did Galactus as
Right.
well. I don't remember
Okay.
which one came with
Yeah.
Hasbro's.
But when this Sentinel came, it's like, okay, this is getting closer to being like more of a. The goal in my mind was I always wanted like a retro classic Sentinel, and this was never that. This was early 2000s kind of feel for a Sentinel. This was getting closer to what the comic book actually was. However, the shoulders and the triangle and the button, like
very specific to.
it's cool, but
Well, and you have on this one, going back to it, it's just that lanky classic Toy Biz articulation where everything just seemed thin and the articulation is very obvious. This one,
but
we got-
amazing paintwork.
Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah,
painting.
and then we got to this one. It's like, oh, he's bulkier. He actually feels big and strong. He's not like a frail, tall robot.
Okay, before we do the big comparison, we'll pull this little guy here.
Yeah.
So this was kind of exciting when this one came out because right here you've got this. This goes along with the Epic Heroes line. Not a lot going on here. Very basic ball joints that are happening, but yet I remember when this one came out. It's like, why couldn't they have just made it like a foot taller or something? That's what a Sentinel is supposed to look like. Like it's cool, but it's not articulated. And it's small, which is, it's fun, right? But we always wanted a bigger version of this, and like we got it.
And this one, I even picked this up, which I tend not to just get random ones, but I have my big Sentinel, but he fits in a D-tall shelf. So he
There you
kind of
go.
just sits in the back of the X-Men villain shelf.
And so for reference too, so I have 3 of this one, 3 of this one. I have so many of this. I probably have like 8 or 9 of these, and then several of these too, because you got to have Sentinels in groups. You can't just have one, right?
Hey, one thing I just noticed on this, it's a minor detail, I'm not really seeing it pointed out, is we actually have a screw pin back here. So I wonder if there is loosening over time of that, if
You
you
can
would
tighten
just
it back
kind of
up.
nicely tighten
Yeah,
it.
that
I don't see
Yeah,
that.
and it's-
Actually, it's
yeah.
it's in the knee here too.
and right there as well.
Yeah,
So maybe
so-
they're thinking
And
long term.
those are where the ratchet joints are. So
Yeah,
yeah, maybe that'll
gives you
make
the
it hold up
opportunity.
over time if
Yeah,
it gets a little
I hope
loose.
so. Okay, all right. Let's bring the big boy in here.
All right, I want to shuffle these.
Okay.
over.
All right.
So where does this Sentinel? We know he's going to be shorter.
You got
This
him,
one's
so
going to
you
be
know.
shorter.
All right, here we
He's
go.
good.
Ready? Oh, there we go.
Your head's not all the way.
There you go. All right. So yeah, this is Marvel Legends release. What, 3 years ago, maybe something like that? A little longer.
Probably more.
More
yeah,
long.
yeah.
Okay. An amazing figure. Like it's so cool. And I'm happy with the size here. I was thinking with it being 4 inches, 5 inches shorter, that it was going to feel really small. But honestly,
No,
it
he's
doesn't.
got good bulky shoulders. I mean, he's definitely
Yeah.
shorter. I mean, he only hits about the shoulders here, but as far as the thickness of him and everything, he still
like
feels
us.
substantial.
Yeah, it feels good. And I think you pop in. One thing that I noticed this morning when I was pulling this figure out is the head that came for Master Mold is actually bigger.
Bigger.
Like, it's a bigger, taller head. So you'll probably have about another inch or more of height on this one. And I think it'll work great for Master Mold.
Yeah.
And I know that they made these to kind of go with the 92 cartoon figures. So it's very, very
97.
classic, or 97. But with it being so just basic, it really works as a Sentinel. It doesn't feel too cartoony.
Well, and that goes back to that Silver Age look. Even though it's from the cartoon, this is 100% what he looked like in the comic book. So it works in your comic
Really
displays
crushes
just
it.
as well. Which a lot of those 97 figures have kind of had a smoothness to them in 6-inch scale, but I feel like it's a robot. I don't know that any of it's cloth. If you need those wrinkles or anything, you don't
Well, and
necessarily
we've
have
gotten
tech lines like this.
I mean,
but-
honestly, we've gotten all that stuff, that tech stuff before.
Mm-hmm.
We got that tech stuff the very first time that Toy Biz made theirs with all of this really cool, intricate wire work in here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love that, right? But again, it's not classic. I just wanted a perfect classic Sentinel. So we got it. We got it. I'm super
Super cool.
happy. This is awesome.
Hasbro, please ship mine.
Yeah,
I
ship
really
is
want it.
kind of crazy that, you know, you can plan on something for a year, the money can be in the account, it's not being pulled out anymore, and then all of a sudden you get an email that's like, it's canceled on you.
Well,
like,
you got an oops email too,
I
but
did.
then you're still shipped the next
Mine's still
day.
shipped, so
I don't know if that's a continuing problem. Like I said, I've been waiting for them to call me back. I've called every day for the last few days since I got an email saying it was canceled. Talked to my bank. They said, no, we didn't deny it. Nothing's going on there. So I don't know if that's a more pervasive problem, if other people are dealing with it. It does seem like their customer service is backed up.
Yeah.
So maybe people are just as annoyed as I am and having troubles with it. But it's super cool.
Yeah.
I want it. I feel the aftermarket for this one is probably going to increase
I
even
definitely
more
think.
than this one was, because like I said, that's a much more, even though it's not maybe 3 or 4 inches smaller, it's a much more manageable army builder. At least it feels like it is. That's
Yeah.
what I was thinking.
and $150 a pop. I mean, it's expensive, but it's not. It's
300 or
right,
whatever that
right,
was 2
exactly.
years
Like
ago.
I could see, and I'm sure online people have probably bought like 10 of these. But you know, it's such an awesome piece to have in your collection. And honestly, as far as a Sentinel goes, I feel like that Sentinel there is almost like a grill piece for me in my collection. I've always wanted that perfect Sentinel, and here it is. So looking to the future, I would say one of the other grill pieces that I would really want them to eventually make someday, and I don't know how realistic it is
Fin Fang Foom?
no, actually not. No, I would say the Blackbird. Like,
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah.
actually getting
Just
the
staying in
X-Jet.
X-Men,
yeah. I mean, I really feel that is something again that we had as kids with the old cartoon, much like we had that first Sentinel toy. So it's hitting that nostalgia piece for us. I would love for Hasbro to pursue that. So yeah, we just wanted to do an unboxing because we were so excited to see this figure and have it in hand. It really reminded me a whole lot of when we were kids and we would open up toys together and how exciting that was.
We would pre-order the whole waves from, there was a local toy store comic shop in our area. So all of us would get all the
We
figures
would all get
at
them,
one
right?
time. Yeah.
Yeah, and so like our kitchen table, we'd have like stacks of figures and we'd all pop the Build-A-Figure piece out and click it in, building Kilowog and all these other characters. So it's really fond memories. And so we're like, hey, let's do it again, because this for me was the exciting one. So we're glad that we were able to do this together and do it with you guys and let you guys be a part of it with us. So thanks for watching. Tell us what you think. Do you love this figure? Are you excited to get it? Has Hasbro completely messed up your order too, and now you don't know if you have it? I don't know. So,
And if you want to see us do other unboxing or figure reviews, things like that, just let us know. We're
yeah,
excited.
totally.
We love toys, so
We do.
we'll always talk
a
about
whole
it.
lot, for sure. So thanks, and see you guys next time.